Literally, we started with that previously in the DCU, and that was mind-boggling, to be completely honest. I could not believe it. That's just how we were gonna start things, just straight off the bat, letting us know, like, oh yeah, bro, there's a huge retcon a part of this show actually, and this is what that retcon is. Like, that was actually insane to see happen. I didn't expect it at all. But it was welcomed, you know what I mean? That was a welcome change to the scenery, as to where with stuff like Marvel or the MCU, I'm sorry, but I gotta bring it up. It's like, yo, they won't even acknowledge the ABC shows, which are obvious. Like, so some people don't know if they're canon or not. Some people are like, oh no, they're not canon. Some people are like, oh yeah, they are canon, but it's not ever really addressed in the MCU. It just has to be addressed by executives who are just obviously doing business talk in front of the camera, so everybody still gets to love the thing that you know what I mean? Like, fuck all that. Like let's just rip the band-aid off. Like, yeah, bro, this is not that. All of that shit is gone. Like, I like that approach to things. And I think that's just interesting to see how the DCU is already handling things like retconning. And I'm hoping that in the future we can, keep handling these things easily, because it's an easy way that it was handled. No matter what anybody says, it was handled in a very easy way, like quick, fast, in a hurry. Boom. Like, that's not what happened in the first season. Oh yeah, that's because they retconned it. Oh, what does retcon mean? You find out what retcon means. You find out that it happens in comics all the time. Boom, you're caught up to date. You know what I mean? You don't have to do you don't have to do any more research than that. That's really the gist of it, bro. It's like, oh nah, here it is. Boom, and that's it. All right, bet. Glad we could have that conversation, and then you just kind of move on. So, I like that. Um, Damn, I did not realize I was thirsty. What are your thoughts on a Marvel animated universe? I mean, we kind of have the Marvel animated universe things going down already. I think it's just called Marvel. Is it called Marvel Animation? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it is Marvel Animation. And if you're asking me what I feel about Marvel Animation, I think it's off to a W start. I don't think they've missed yet, because technically, What If wasn't a Marvel Animation because that came out before the Marvel Animation stuff. They'll probably still put it under that banner, but like X-Men 97, Spider-Man freshman year, Eyes of Wakanda, all bangers, bro. And I'm pretty sure that what's the other animated show they got coming out this year? Marvel Zombies. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a banger. We got season 2 of both X-Men 97 and Spider-Man freshman year. Like, all those are gonna be bangers, bro, for real. I think animation is starting to really be at that point where people appreciate it a little bit more. Not as much as I would like them to, but they are definitely starting to view it as a more stable medium, rather than it just being, oh, this is all for kids. As long as people keep making new things, and I really want them to put something in the theater. We need a really good animated theater project, which I'm hoping is going to be Avatar. When they do the Avatar The Last Airbender stuff, I think that's probably going to be the one that, bro, your name is crazy. What in the world is going on here, G? Uh Swastika. Yo, Das. How many minutes left to start Peacemaker? Yo, we are gonna start Peacemaker in 7 minutes. The new episode of Peacemaker goes up in 7 minutes, chat. If you guys didn't know yet, you know now. Make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream, because it helps out tremendously around these parts. It will appease the YouTube algorithm gods. Make sure that you give them their sacrifice today, and that sacrifice is a like and a share on the stream to help out. All right. And I'm excited to see this episode today. Last week, like I said, we started off with the banger when it comes to the multiverse, when it comes to having to see Peacemaker not only be responsible for the death of his brother, his father, but now also the multiversal version of himself. I mean, we are really going into some insanity, and I am so ready for every ounce of it, to be completely honest with you guys. I think they've done a really good job so far. Like, you know me, if you guys have been here before, you know the thing that I love is the way that the table is set. We need to have the table set from a very early point so we can be ready to rock, we can be ready to lock and load, for lack of better words. And I feel like that's what we got last week. We got everything we need to lock, load, and get ready to go. into this season and just go full steam ahead. And if you don't know, James Gunn has said that the last 4 episodes of this season are so spoilery that he did not even release them to critics and reviewers to give their thoughts about them. They have to watch them as they release with the rest of us. So I mean, if we're, especially since we're already starting off with such a high point, right? Last week I even talked about it. Some of the main things that people were theorizing happening or wanting to happen in this season was to see Superman in some shape or form, to get the answers to what's going on with like the Justice League stuff and all that, and to find out what's going to be going on with the Justice Gang, since we saw them in that first trailer. So far, we have gotten the answer to all of those questions, and we've seen so many, like it's crazy how much we got in that first episode, you guys. I can't lie. We got so much in that first episode, it's honestly crazy. So it's going to be wild as we, dive into this episode in about 5 minutes to really see what the hell is going on. Because I think we saw in the last week's next week on the episode thing, at the end of the episode, they were like, I think we saw Adebayo and him. They were talking about just what had happened. So I'm really excited to be able to dive in with that and see like even how she and the rest of the team handle what's going on with Peacemaker and how he handles it as well, because it could be detrimental to have accidentally killed your multiversal self. People may find out and maybe you want to come into this universe and wreck shit up too, and that would be a big deal to see the White Dragon, who's known to be dead, pull up in a completely different suit and stuff like that. Would be a huge deal in that right as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when it comes to the multiversal aspect of things, and not just the beloved characters that we're already like locked in with, right? Because we're already locked in with the 11th Street kids, all of them. We know about them all, and I definitely want to dive in with their backstories as well. But I think that this multiversal story that's going on here is probably going to be bigger than a lot of us expect it to be, and what that means, don't know. But I'm hyped for it. I'm extremely hyped for it. Kellen says, I think the first 5 episodes of the show will have Rick Flag Sr. be the main villain, and I think there will be a newly introduced villain for the 6, 7, and 8, like the Insomniac Spider-Man games. That's a very interesting theory, I'm not going to lie, Kellen. And I think that you might be onto something with that as well, because if you really think about it, they already talked about how in the last episode they said that the multiversal Harcourt is basically dealing with some Marine Jarhead, and I've already seen a lot of people online speculate that Marine Jarhead could possibly be Rick Flag Jr. as her boyfriend in this other universe where he's still alive. And then I had someone in chat also say it would be crazy to see kind of a father-son versus father-son multiversal type of battle going on, and that being obviously Rick Flag Senior and Junior versus Peacemaker and his dad as the Blue Dragon. So all of that would be so dope. I don't know if we're going to be going into that aspect or how deep we're going to be going into all of that multiversal shenanigans stuff, but it does seem that we're probably going to be spending a significant amount of time in this other universe, which I think is crazy. And if James Gunn wants to, he can throw a Batman in that other universe, and then if the audience receives it properly and everyone is hyped about it, he could be like, that's also the Batman in this universe. Or if people are not hyped about it, he could just be like, that's not the Batman in this universe. It's a completely different Batman because this universe is different. So I think he can play a freaking lot of wiggle room with that. But I don't know. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I definitely know what you guys are thinking. I definitely want to know what you guys are thinking. Also, W Stream, I appreciate you. Kellen for real. Doc Grady says maybe Jarhead is the Green Ninja. Oh, like the little dude? Are you talking about the little guy? Or are you talking about the actual Green Ninja as a character? It could be Green Lantern, because Green Lantern is also a Marine. I don't know if I don't know if he could be. He could be a jarhead in this universe. You know, in this that could be the take that they have on him. Oh. T minus 1 minute, chat. T minus 1 minute until this new episode is going to be dropping on us. I want to let you know. I want to let you know right now that I am not going to be able to show you the entirety of this episode from start to finish. I'm also not going to be able to share any audio from the show because, again, the YouTube gods will come through and just spoil our good time just without even questioning it. They'll just ruin our good time immediately. So we don't want that. But what I will do is I will drop the sacred countdown, and then we can all press play and enjoy the episode together. And I also will have the subtitles up on screen. It is 6 p.m. on the dot, and that means it should be time to get into Peacemaker. I just refreshed my HBO Max here, and you see how I still only have episode 1, so we might have to wait a little second here. No big deal. But we're nerding out, and like I said, it'll be up here on the screen for you guys as well. And then once we do our countdown, we'll really get into we'll do the countdown, and then on 3 we'll press play, and we'll all enjoy the episode. But we also still have to wait for that episode to be up. Yeah, I also want to see the Rick Flag Jr. from the alternate universe. I think that's who Hardcore is probably going to be with. It makes the most sense. You could really play with it on some really crazy ways. But also she could be with anybody. So I have no idea. Like I have no idea, honestly. Do you guys have the episode on your side? Let me know. I've refreshed a couple times here, and I still don't have the episode. It's 6:01 p.m. Sometimes when this happens, we do have to wait a little while, but it shouldn't be too long. You think we will get a cameo from anyone from Creature Commandos? And if so, who? That's a good question. That is a good question. I appreciate you for that question. I think your name is Mumu. I appreciate that, Moo. So yeah, I do think that we could see someone from Creature Commandos. But I don't know if it's gonna be like some wild, crazy person. You know what I mean? In that type of way. I don't think so. I think it's possible for sure, but I just don't think that, we're gonna see like any of those literal creatures. Who I don't know who else we saw in there. Because if you want to be technical, we already are seeing someone from that, and it's Rick Flag Sr. Because that's where he was introduced, is in Creature Commandos. So, on a technical point, we already have gotten a cameo from someone in there. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw King Shark or something like that either. I know James Gunn likes the King Shark dude, and I like the King Shark dude too. And I think King Shark is Sylvester Stallone or something like that. I could definitely see some wild shit like that going down, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I could really see something like that being the case. Still refreshing here. Let's see. Okay, I got the new episode up, chat. This new episode is 49 minutes long, and it is titled "A Man is Only as Good as His Bird." Okay. Okay. Yo, let me get a 1 in the chat if you're hyped for episode 2 of Peacemaker Season 2. On 3, we are going to press play to enjoy this episode together. I'm ready, and I hope you guys are ready too. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go, chat. I'm skipping this. I'm excited. I'm trying to get into the show. I'm trying to get into the show. Hey.
You okay, pal? You look like you've seen a ghost.
My brother Keith dying in front of me.
What are you doing out here?
Keith?
You still talking with the ex?
The ex?
I think you should give that another shot.
Who the fuck are you?
Damn. Let's go. Are we about to start off on a bang or what? I love this. I think it would be so dope if every character got their own DC Studios intro, like for their project. But I understand why they would. 8 months ago. I love how honest Economist is. Oh shit. He started playing no games immediately. And it's Economist, not Economos. Oh my god. Damn. No, Rick Flag Jr. was awesome, bro. And I never expected. Yo, they are direct. Yo, this is crazy. That's how you do it. Bro is on absolute demon time. Is that the Creature Commando music? No, no. Why did that sound like Creature Commandos for a second? That was crazy, bro. Here we go with this crazy dance, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy, son. Yo, absolutely crazy. And having to keep such a straight face. And it's not even a straight face. It's just a mad, serious, stoic face. Bruh, this is crazy. Let's get it. Oh, damn. Yeah, buddy. That's you, buddy. This is not good. Bro's big buff ass. Oh my god, not the alien incinerator. Oh no. That had a Justice Gang sticker on it. Bro's technically scrubbing his own blood off of him. That's kind of intense. Damn, she even lost the kids in the divorce. That's crazy. Oh, maybe she just was. Never mind, never mind. I thought they was like there to visit or something. Yo, this is mad real. So she did lose the kids in the divorce. I was right. Oh, no, say some shit back. Say some stupid shit back. Don't let her flame you like that, blood. You did not. You. That's crazy. She flamed her. Absolutely flamed her for what? Oh, damn. Homegirl is evil. She about to go off. I am not a fucking mirror is crazy. I have never heard someone say that before. Yes. You do look like Beaker, my boy. Brother. Beaker is absolutely diabolical. Oh. Beaker from the Muppets, by the way. That shit crazy. Everybody is getting flamed in this episode. This goofy ass dude, bro. This dude is always. Jesus Christ. Bruh. Don't call me that. Oh! Bruh, everyone stayed. Who's the fox is crazy. Bro, bro, Get your hands off my shoulder, my guy. What's happening here? What? This is fucking stupid. Is this a real thing? Is bird blindness real? Okay, so if it goes to 99 other universes, does that mean he's in the 100th right now? Bro has the strangest crash outs ever, bro. Like, yo, bird blindness is crazy, Tristan. I'm like, what? It's no way, G. Like, there's no way. Die, beard. Mm. Very good point. Yo, 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 yo. That motherfucker look like he caught all the Pokemon. Hey, deadass. I know somebody that's oh, and you didn't invite me. What? That's not like come on. What? What are you talking about? Oh, Vigilante be tripping, bro. I don't know what bro be talking about. Bro! Bro is so he plays an awkward person so well. Like I don't know a lot of people that play awkward people to the point that make you feel uncomfortable, but like every time I see this dude in something and he plays a weirdo, it makes me uncomfortable. Like he makes me mad uncomfortable, bro, because he's so good at it though. I really thought they were just gonna put bruh in the incinerator that the alien dude put his little friend in. Or maybe they gotta cut him up before they can. Bro's also gonna oh my god! Oh my god, he's oh! Oh! Oh my god. Bro's gotta pick his own head up. This is insane. This is crazy. Okay, so he is cut. They did chop the body up to put it in the incinerator. I dig it. John Cena would be such a good Sandman. You're not lying. He would actually be an amazing Sandman. Oh, he's, bruh. Bro is traumatizing himself on a major level. Like, Jesus. That was intense. Chat. That was intense. Chat. That was intense. Oh, yeah. It's his face. Of course he can just access his phone. Oh, close photos. Oh, she's just a regular person. What? What the Power Rangers is going on right now? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Yo, I love the dumbass arguments that they have. Giving a little Yeah, that's wild. Zero hand-eye coordination. A Conago. Aw. They're I didn't know they were still boys like that. That's lit. You know? Hey, that was crazy out of pocket, bro. What the hell was that about? Oh, shit. Yo, is Eagly about to kill all of them? Because we have seen Eagly catch at least 3 to 4 bodies in this show already. Is he going to be going through there like Batman? That would be freaking awesome. Yo, what's up with it, Tariq? Bro, is it going to be the door? Yeah. Oh, that looks sexy. Yep. I know he's. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. You about to dive bomb the shit out of you. Oh my god! Let's go, Eagly! Let's go! Let's go, Eagly! Yo! Bro. Oh my god. If something happens to Economist, I'm gonna be. Yo! That was a lot of build up. There was a lot of build up to that joke. I was not prepared for that shit. Ooh. Damn. Why is bro naked? Like, fuck some people up. Mhm. He's like, you're drunk. He's like, you're drunk, Chris. Don't do that. That's not smart. You can't drunk text your your multiversal X hookup. Damn, got you blocked. Oh no, you're in another universe. Of course, text messages and stuff don't go through. Bruh, don't do this. Don't do this, Peacemaker. This is a terrible idea. Yeah. Wow. Another solid episode of Peacemaker, I must say. I like this episode. I think it was actually pretty interesting that they chose to focus more heavily. They did focus more heavily, like on the story and on the characters and growing them individually and also together. But really, just focusing on those minute things that we really do care about the show. Showing how the 11th Street kids are, showing how they've been, and actually kind of focusing more on Economist being one of the kind of key members of the 11th Street Kids. I mean, they literally got the name 11th Street Kids because of Economist. So it does make sense why he is kind of that glue that holds them together. And I think that was something that was really cool that they got to, delve into more in this episode. And again, going into everyone's life individually, all of them, from hardcore to Adebayo, like we saw everybody, we saw a little bit of everyone's life and how they are and what they've been up to. Uh-huh. What? Portland, Oregon is crazy. Like, what? I think we got a next week trailer here as well. Let's see. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Best dimension ever.
Uh-huh.
Peacemaker is Argus' top priority.
For me and Chris, it's never gonna be a thing.
You tell our demands are met! No one here is gonna die!
I'll be back in a minute.
You good, man?
I'm great.
Been disappearing even more than usual.
Yo. I wonder if his version of himself obviously kills because he was about to murder him. So yeah, he's obviously shooting people. Bro, that's just crazy. That was just crazy. Again, like I said, another solid episode of Peacemaker, brother. I really think that we did that was a good one, man. I love it. I love everything about this show so far. And I am so surprised at how things are being handled with such grace. Like, it's like handled with grace, but also it's handled with complete insanity, right? Like, we got so much we got so much world building in the first episode, so much lore about everything, catching us kind of up to speed, and then this episode we got to dive back into the characters that we love, the characters that we know, the characters that this whole show has been centered around on up until now. So I like it, man. I think we've went on a solid downward spiral with Peacemaker from season 1 to season 2, and knowing that there's not like hella time in between these two seasons, but there is a good amount. It definitely shows that hey, things just continue to be bad for him. Things continue to go downhill, I think it's just overall, man. Like I said, I think we're off to a really good start. I think episode 3 is going to be insane because we're probably going to spend the majority of our time in that other universe. So we had episode 1 and 2 kind of be mainly in our universe. Well, mainly in the the DCU, and then the other one being the DCU adjacent. And now, hopefully, we can go into the two other ones these next two episodes being more centered on this other universe or this other dimension, as he's been calling it so far. I think that was just a really solid episode. I love whenever we get to have these character studies, kind of everyone. Seeing what everybody from Atabaya, like legit, like I love how we got to just see a little bit of everyone's life. Yeah, except for Vigilante, but that's because Vigilante is Vigilante and he just be doing Vigilante things, and he's always, he doesn't change too much. Like he's essentially the only person that is the same from season one when you look at it. Like Vigilante has been very consistent with who he is. Part of that is he's a little bit of a psychopath, but aren't we all? No, I'm just playing. But it was definitely cool to see all of that stuff, man. And I like that. I like that. This episode was good, yo. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it in the comment section down below. Drop a 1 in the chat if you liked this episode of Peacemaker. Drop a 2 in the chat if you didn't. And drop a 3 if you're not really sure how to feel. Let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and questions for Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 2 in the comment section down below. All right, let's jump into chat a little bit. 7 out of 10. Yeah, I feel that. It was definitely a solid episode. Definitely a solid episode. Oh, damn. My cons are there wasn't any action. My pros were everything else other than a few other things. I feel that. Yeah. I think I'm okay with there not being action and stuff. I'm okay with that. I think that first episode had a good amount of action and it didn't have a heavy amount either. So going into this episode, I was more expecting what we got as far as it being a lot more narratively driven and character driven rather than, focusing on a lot of the action points. I think we're going to get into a lot of action next week. They kind of hinted at it at that end thing that they showed us right there, right? Like, we're probably going to see Peacemaker be a complete badass. And it also seems like we're going to get into some just shenanigans, like bad guy shenanigans. I don't know what they're doing, but they're like pulling up to this office space with a bomb to blow it up. Like that's the type of stuff that I think we've missed out on with superhero stuff, period. Right? Is like that is the shit that made everyone love superheroes in the first place. Having like all these different hero of the week or villain of the week things going on and all that. Like I think that's lost on superhero media, and using this universe to kind of explore that a little bit might be a cool option, but I don't know if that's exactly what they're going to do. As I said before, though, like we're definitely gonna be spending so much time inside the universe, in this universe that we just entered, with his dad, with his brother, with Hardcore, like insane. Bro's doing some dark matter shit, which is interesting. I don't know how to feel about that. That's not good. You shouldn't do that. You should not go into another universe, assume your multiversal self, life, and then also possibly try to rekindle a flame with the multiversal version of yourself. Like, that's not good. That's not a good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bad. That's really bad. Like, bro, don't do that, PM. Like, that is all types of no. But I don't know where the trajectory. I really don't know where the trajectory of this season goes. I feel like once we find out who her boyfriend is, or who the new dude is that she's been seeing, I think once that happens, we'll really be able to figure out a little bit more of what's happening with the season. Because whoever that dude is, this is probably heavily predicated on that. Like, because if it's RFJ, if it's RFJ, then it's like, oh shit. that brings up a whole bunch of other stuff. And then if it is RFJ, then we'll see his dad, no doubt, come into the dimension portal thing. Like, I think there's just a lot of things that comes from whoever her side piece guy is, because we don't know that yet. Bro, I'm excited for Lanterns next year. Yeah, I agree, Tristan. Lanterns is going to be a banger for sure. They were gassing each other in this episode, bro. That's something I was not expecting, was for the sheer roast to be on an all-time high. Like like James Gunn knows how to roast the shit out of somebody for real. Cause like whenever a character is doing that, they absolutely destroy somebody when they start roasting them. You know, like like waste no time tearing them to shreds, like ripping them a complete new one. It's crazy. It's just crazy to see the way. It's crazy to see the way that he just goes off on people and the way that he can really break it down on just another level, bro. Like the you look like you're in the worst level of GTA fire. Like fire, all the other stuff that was going on was also insane. The black dude, I can't remember his name right now, but he's hilarious. He's hilarious. He's uncomfortable and he's all around just like, bruh, he just makes me he makes me feel uncomfortable, but the shit that he says is also crazy. The way he just gave off everybody's names, like, bruh. And shout out to Eagly, bro. Like, why was Eagly catching fades in this episode, yo? He was throwing wings. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was absolutely not playing with any of them. He was like, oh, you dare step in my domain? Is this what you wish to do? Like, is this what you wish upon yourself? You know? Like, that shit was really funny. Damn. Yeah, W episode. Indeed. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode too, because I know I sure did. Thank you, my love. Yeah, that was a solid one. I felt like it felt shorter than last week, even though it was technically longer than last week's episode. I don't know what was up with that, but that's just how it felt. All right. Well, and with all that being said, I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all that's tuned in today for Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 2, Watch Party and Review. This was a good episode. I'm hoping that we get some more crazy shit going on in this, man. Like, oh, but yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm pumped, man. For real. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for where this season can take us. I really do think episodes 3 and 4 are gonna be wild. And I'm pretty sure this is an 8-episode season, and I think Gunn has only let people see up until episode 4. because episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8 are apparently so like the shit that happens in those is so big that he wants it to stay under wraps. He hasn't even allowed the critic reviewers early access on those episodes. You know? Which is crazy because that's usually not how that goes. I'm wondering what happens. I'm definitely thinking maybe we get maybe Batman, maybe Nightwing, maybe something crazy like that. I'm hoping we get a Wayne even talk about Wayne Enterprises a little bit. Maybe talk about Bruce Wayne. Maybe even do some crazy shit like show Bruce Wayne the back of his head or something, or show a live action silhouette of the bat so you don't have to show who he is necessarily. You could do a whole tease and just shine the bat symbol in the sky. You know? They dropped Gotham in the regular episode as well. Like, I think Gotham has been mentioned in both episodes so far. It was definitely mentioned in episode 1, but it was mentioned in the other multiverse, in the other universe. But in this episode, it was just straight out mentioned as where Adebayo and her wife were originally, or girlfriend, were originally living. You know what I mean? Like, they're from like they were living in Gotham, and then they moved to wherever they are now to do all of this shenanigans with Peacemaker and whatnot. And that's crazy. You know? And her girl was set tripping, bro. I mean, I don't know their relationship, so I can't speak on it. But I was just like, damn, why is she tripping so hard? Like, she was tripping like she cheated on her or something. And it was like, yes, I understand that the shit changed and all of that, but damn, as mad as she was, I was like, bruh, what is it that really happened? Like, bro, what happened, bro? Why are we so angry? You know? Like, damn, what are we tripping about? Whoa. Yo. What? The cinematographer for Top Gun Maverick and F1 is doing the new Star Wars Starfighter shit. That's insane. Holy. Oh yeah, and I saw that they talked about the cast earlier too. Like, that's so wild. Damn. Yo, what's up with the turtle? Oh, head, bro. On Batman. Yo, I'm hoping that we see Batman in this show. That would be pretty awesome, to be completely honest with you. I don't know if they'll do it, though. I think they might be a little scared. This is my first time in this live stream. Yo, welcome in. We just finished watching season 2, episode 2 of Peacemaker, and it was solid, yo. Like, it was really good. How did you enjoy it? Who's your favorite Batman? Like live action Batman? Honestly, I don't really have a favorite Batman, bro. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But if I had to pick, I would maybe say Pattinson. I really like Pattinson. I thought he was solid. I thought he was solid. It's like I like it's something different about the bat. I don't know. I feel like all of the bats have a good quality, but none of them are what I want, if that makes sense. So I don't really have. It's like, out of the options, I'm like, I haven't watched the ones with Michael. I haven't watched those Batman movies from back in the day, bruv. With Michael Keaton in them. I have not seen those. I've heard good things about them though, for sure. But I have not seen them though. No, 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 bro. Whoa, so yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things. I have heard a lot of good things. Yo, welcome to the Super Fam, Turtle Master. I appreciate you. Thanks for the subscribe-a-dooski. Thanks for subscribing to Marvel Bros. Yeah, bruh. This episode was solid. It was very good. It's very good, and I love the movie. It's Joe Schumacher. Joe Schumacher ruined it. I had to check it out, bro. Like I've said, I heard a lot of good things about it. So I had just recently watched all of the Superman movies. Before the Superman movie came out, I had watched all of those, and that was solid. It's only right to watch all the Batman movies too. And I can say that I have not watched the Dark Knight movies as an adult. I don't think I've watched those as an adult. I was a kid when most of that stuff came out, and that was the only time that I had watched a lot of it. Like anything that I had watched was just as a kid, and I didn't really rewatch any of it. Mainly because I always was like, bruh, this isn't really what I want. Like, that's why I really didn't watch a lot of stuff of the other stuff, because I was like, man, this is not really what I was. It's cool, yeah, but this isn't really all what I want. Like how Batman was in The Flash, even though the movie is bad, I thought I thought Batman in The Flash was pretty solid. Like both iterations, mind you, like the Michael Keaton iteration and the Batfleck version. Like all of them were pretty solid, bro. Like the way their action sequences and the things that they did were badass and mad Batman. I don't feel like we've ever got to see shit like that be Batman-y. Like when Batfleck is on the highway and then he like flies through the explosion and then he like his wings open up and then he fly like bruh, badass, bro. And then he's like holding on to and he shoots the thing, like yeah, bro. Fire. The way he was looking was fire. And then when Keaton like jumped off the top of the thing and then flew down, opened his wings and like hit the dudes with the leg slice and they fell down, like all of that shit was crazy. All of that was insane. All right. Well, I'm not feeling too good. I think I might be getting sick, so I'm gonna jump up out of here, bruv. Tim Burton, Batman '89, and Batman Returns. Josh Schumacher did Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, the worst Batman movie ever. I will have to watch all of those, and then I'll let you know how I feel about them, bruv, for real. Because that sounds interesting. I want to check those out for sure. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in and checking it out. Thanks for joining the Super Fam Turtle Master. I appreciate you, the executive, the senior executive of the Turtle Club. I appreciate you, my guy. I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoyed Peacemaker, season 2, episode 2, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like on the video if you like the video, because it helps out tremendously around these parts. You can also follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to save the day with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And you can follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to save the day with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. I appreciate you. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the Superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
And on today's pop culture news update,
On today's pop culture news update,